Welcome to this channel, or I should say welcome back to this channel if you are a subscriber. Welcome to my old subscribers and welcome to my new subscribers. And for those of you who have not yet subscribed, why not just click on the subscription button as well as the bell notification to be notified whenever I've uploaded a new video. So today, as you can see from my screen, I'm trying out something completely different. I've always wanted to do screen recording, so I managed to learn how to do it. I asked my husband how it's done, and he explained it to me, and I tried it out last night on my tablet. So I looked into how I can record on the desktop computer. So this is what I've done. So so bear with me if I do make any mistakes, but it's something new I'm learning. So from the screen you can see that I have the Silhouette Studio software up, and in today's video I'll be going over how I do offset. At least it's the way to do offset anyway. And what that is just to put like a border or a line around a word or an object or whatever it is you're doing. But before I get into that and get carried away, I just want to read a scripture, and it is taken from Proverbs 19 verse 17, and this is the New King James translation. And it says here that he who has pity on the poor lends to the Lord, and he will pay back what he has given. So basically, that what this is saying is that when we do things out of the goodness of our heart and do things for the poor, for those who are not able to repay us back, for those who are not able to give us anything back, we're doing it, and we're doing it for the Lord. As it says, we lend to the Lord, and the Father will repay us for all the things that we have done to the poor. Because in the scriptures we see where the Lord is all speaking about the poor, the widows and the orphans, that we should take care of them. So when we're doing things for people who are unfortunate enough not to be in the position that we are in, remember, we're doing it and God is looking at it, and he will repay you. So in today's video, as I said, I'll be doing an offset. So in order to do the offset, forgive me if before I move on, I'm not sure how to adjust the audio as yet, so that will take a little bit of time for me to learn. This is a learning curve for me where this is concerned. So if my voice sounds a bit off or distant, this is the reason why. So to do an offset, what you would do, you would come over here, which is the font, the text tab. Then you would click on here, type the text, what it is you want. Peace be still. That's the text that I want to type. Sorry, I'm just going to bring it in focus there. So this is the text that I want to type. Or say, for example, you want to type a text. So if you notice, it has an outline and inside it is clear. So that is how Silhouette, when you're typing your words or letters, etc., or anything actually, it comes up with an outline. Now, if you want, you can fill the inside. So to fill it, what you do, you select the area that you want to fill. So I want to fill all these words. Then I come over here, which is the fill panel or fill section, click on the arrow beside it, and then what I do, I then choose the color that I want. So you see it fills it. But if you guys notice around it, let me zoom in a little here, the outline is red, which is indicated from here. So if you want to choose a different color outline, you click here, and then I normally choose the blue. Let me just zoom out so you guys can see much better. Okay, so basically that is what it looks like. Now if you want to do an offset, this normally comes in handy when you're doing print and cut. When for example, you have imported an object, or you have imported a clip art or something from the internet, and you want to put an offset around it. I may give an example, and just for you to see what it is I'm speaking about. So if you want to do an offset, now to get to the offset panel, it is located here, and it is also located at the top, but my screen does not go that high up, so I'm unable to show you. So you would click on the offset panel, which is this one. It looks like a star with a little glow. I mean, if you go over each of them, you'll see what it is they do. So you click offset, and then it brings up another menu. Now to get the offset, you would need to then highlight all the text or whatever it is you want to put an offset around. Then you would click offset. And then if you notice that when I click offset, let me carry it up, I have like a little, just a faint line going around each. Okay, so let me try that again when the screen is much bigger, so you guys can see. Sorry about that. I'm just moving this out of the way so you guys can see. So let us do this again. So we put a box around everything, click on the offset section, and then that is what happens. Now depending on how far you want your offset to be, this is where you would adjust it. So at that moment, this is like 0.055 of an inch. And then if you're satisfied with it, then you would just go ahead and click apply. So once you have clicked apply, if I then click out of it, I can then move this, and then that is what the offset looks like. Now if you're gonna print or cut and you don't want these sections to cut, you can always cut them out, but I'm not gonna bombard you too much with I'm just gonna take you step by step really, because this software is it can become overwhelming if you're not sure what it is you're doing. So let me just put it back. So that is what it looks like. Now if you want to change the line color of the offset, so for example, if you're doing vinyl cut and you only want, not really vinyl cut, if you're doing print and cut, sorry, and you want this outside to print, if you notice here, when you click on it, it is blue, just like this one here. So what you can do, you can change the line color. So what I do, I just highlight it, go up to there, and change it to say red. And then what I do, I just bring it back and fit it in. So that is what it looks like. Now if you want to add a fill color inside here, you can do it one of two ways. You can click where you see my the little pointer comes up, you click on that, and then if you look here, there is no fill color, it's blank, it's like crossed out, like little crosses going over. So you click on that and then you choose, and then that's what it looks like. And then you can go through and do the rest. Let me just highlight all of, no, you can go through and do the rest. But if you notice, when I click outside of it, the fill color comes up, so the fill color pertains to that. So I'm just going to go through and just click on that, and then no fill color, and then I choose the color that I want. The reason why it's doing it individually is because I haven't grouped the letters. And then you do that, and then it looks like that. And then you do that. And then that's what it looks like when you fill your offset. Now, if you want, you don't have to do it that way. You can move the top words or the top layer out of the way. And then let me go back and show you. So that's what it would look like originally. So what you can do is go over everything. If you realize here it is not filled in, click on it, and then there you go. So you can do it individually or you can do it collectively as a group. And then if you move it back there, that's what it looks like. If you also want, you can then go ahead and add another offset. So you would highlight. So before I move on, what I'll do, I'll come over here, go over all of it so that these don't get messed up. I'll go up to my object menu, and then I'll select group. And when I select group, they're grouped together. So they're now basically as one layer. And if you want to have another offset, you would go ahead, put that square or whatever over it, click on offset, and then you'd see another offset comes up. And if you want to adjust it, you do it there. And if you see, it's getting bigger and bigger. Now, if you want, you can then go ahead and do as before, change the fill color to say, not the fill color, sorry, the line color to say pink. If that's my little daughter, she says, oh, I don't like pink. She used to like pink, but now all of a sudden she doesn't like pink. So now if you realize I've chosen a different line color, but the fill color, there's no fill color. So I would go ahead, click here, and I'll just choose pink. And then I'll do the same thing for this. And then I'll do the same thing for that. So we have now 2 offsets. And if I were to move these 2, which are grouped, that's what it would look like. And that's what it looks like when I put it back. Sometimes I can never put it back perfectly. So that's what it looks like, guys. So that's it in a nutshell, how to do offset. So earlier I was saying that if, for example, you downloaded an image from the internet and you want to print that image, you can also put an offset, or not print, sorry, if you want to cut that image, you can put an offset around it. So let me go to my library. And let me just choose, say for example, an image that came free with the machine. So this is what it looks like. It has opened up into a new panel, but oh no, it hasn't. I thought it did. So I'm just resizing it. This is how you resize it. You just take the corners and just resize it. Now, if you notice when I inserted this clip art, it comes automatically with red cut lines. Now, as before, you can always change these cut lines. So if you're printing stickers or anything like that, if you went to cut this, I know I'm getting ahead of myself, but when I come to print and cut, I'll show you what I mean. If you went to cut this, all of this would be cut out. So because I don't want that, what I'm going to do, I'm going to do an offset. And as you can see, a line comes up around it. Then if I want, I can adjust it and make it a bit smaller. And then I click apply. Then the thing about it now, I go in and I change the color of the offset. So let me increase the width for you so you can see it. So that's the color now of the offset. So if I were to cut this in the machine, I can select only this color to cut instead of the red. But when we come to print and cut, I'll show you what I mean. So thank you very, very much for sticking around. I'm so enjoying this. I am really enjoying this because Silhouette is new to me. I got this machine last year to implement it in my business, where I print t-shirts and bookmarks, etc. And it has been on my mind to like how to record my screen, etc. So I thought I had to have like two different cameras, one pointing on the computer, but then, as I said before earlier, my husband showed me how to do it, and now I know sometimes when I have a bit of downtime, I'll just sit, or if I'm working on a project, I can quickly record the screen and show you guys exactly what it is I'm doing. So thank you very much, and you can comment down below and tell me where you are in your Silhouette journey. How proficient are you at it, or if you're new to it. If you're new to it, welcome. Let us all learn together. And if you're proficient at it, welcome also. Probably you can help me and teach me a few things that I don't know. So thank you very much for sticking around to this video. Thank you I just thank you so very much. I'm just thank you. And as always, may the Lord bless you. May the Lord keep you. May the Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious unto you. And may the countenance of the Lord forever rest upon you and give you peace. And that's it. Peace be still in this trying time. That is it. That's what we need. We need peace. And may the peace of the Lord be with you. And thank you, thank you, thank you. And God bless you all. Bye.
You are faithful, faithful through all things. You are faithful, faithful through all things. You are with us, we are not alone. You remind us to hold on to hope when we are